Hello and welcome to another Buffbunny collection sizing and review video with me, your girl T, and today we're going to be reviewing the I'm a Warrior collection. This collection drops this Saturday, January 18th at 1 p.m. Central, and we finally get a neutral palette but that has color, because you guys know that last year we got tons of neutrals, but we got the same tones and we were kind of over them, and while they were cute, we also wanted more. So I'm glad to see that although it is a neutral winter palette, we get some beautiful greens, some beautiful blues, the new strawberry milk color, oat milk. I love oat milk. I think oat milk is my favorite off-white color we've seen out of like Stardust, Bone, all those other ones. I think oat milk is my favorite. One new thing that Buffbunny collection is also doing moving forward is the pillars. So from now on, every time they do a new drop, all of the items are going to be categorized into one of these four pillars: mobility, cardio, strength, or recovery. So just to kind of go over them really quick, mobility is going to be our brushed fabric. So think butter, Newbury, Poshknit, can't think of the other ones right now, but for sure those. These are going to be the items that are kind of like, you can do different things in them, like you can do yoga, you can do Pilates, you can wear them to the gym, you can do just general stuff, mobility stuff. Then we have our cardio pillar. Now these are going to be our supportive, compressive, sweat wicking pieces. These are the pieces that are meant to be for running, for sprints, for high intensity activities, for CrossFit, like those kinds of things, right? Then we have strength, and strength is mostly gonna have all of the seamless pieces, a lot of like weightlifters and power lifters like the seamless fabric, so strength. And then we have, of course, our recovery pillar, and that is going to be all of the cover-ups, the sweats, the accessories, the socks, all the fun stuff. So just kind of to give you a little breakdown of the four pillars. Now I did get new measurements for y'all, updated measurements right now around the band of my bra. I used to be a 36 double D cup. Now I'm sitting at a 33 around the rib cage. So I'm still gonna say probably 34 double D normal bras just to be safe. My waist is 32, my hips are 47. I am 5 feet 2 inches tall, and I got a size large in everything. As I previously mentioned, this drops this Saturday, January 18th at 1 p.m. Central. As always, you can use code Teresa at checkout. It saves you 10% off your order at checkout, and you're also eligible to enter the monthly support code giveaway. To enter that giveaway, you just use my code, take a screenshot of your order confirmation or your confirmation email, and then you upload it to the giveaway form that is linked below in the video description. But if you forget, it's also linked in my Instagram bio. Winners of the monthly giveaway receive a $100 Buffbunny collection gift card. But wait, I think we should do a giveaway in this video too. If you're still watching this intro and you want to enter the giveaway for this YouTube video, go into the comments, comment whatever you want, but you have to use the words Milo's mom. Milo's mom. Figure out a way to incorporate that phrase, those two words, into your comment, and then you'll be entered into this YouTube giveaway. All right, let's get into these pieces. Milo's mom, she's got it going on. This is the Shape Shifter bodysuit. I am wearing it in the color Smoked Cherry and in a size large. This is a Poshknit bodysuit. So it is that brushed fabric. Now, this is a high compression bodysuit, and I think a lot of us are going back and forth on how compressive it is. I think some people feel like some of the other bodysuits have been more compressive. I think the only bodysuit that I felt was more compressive than this one was maybe the one that came out with Bailey's collection. I am blanking on the name of it right now. Is it the Miracle bodysuit? No, it's not Miracle. The seamless one that came in like lipstick red. That one I felt was tight. This one is not as tight as that one, I don't think, but almost. And this one I think feels tight because it does have mesh lining both around the waist and around the thighs. And so what I think that mesh lining is supposed to do, it's supposed to compress and smooth everything out so that you know, it shapes your body, since the name Shape Shifter Bodysuit. Now, the bodysuit itself has a scoop neckline, although it's not as low as the corset bodysuit, because I felt like the corset bodysuit was just a little too low. This one does come up a little bit higher than corset, but I would have loved just another like inch, just another inch, you know? I think another inch would still make the girls look cute and perky, but we also would have gotten just a little bit more coverage. So I wish it had 1 more inch. If you're part of the IBTC, you probably won't have like an issue, but those of us who have bigger boobs, just, they might be coming out a little bit, okay? Not like popping out, like I don't think like I'm gonna have a wardrobe malfunction or anything like that, but just know that the cleavage is gonna be cleavaging. Now it is a full back coverage bodysuit, and it does have adjustable straps. Of course, we get the V-seam that we always get with the leggings, and overall it just feels really nice. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I'll post a video here on the side too, but it does have these seams along the bottom of the glutes. And although they are not lifting seams like the Miracle legging, where the seam is meant to give your butt a lift, that's not the point of these. These don't do that. These kind of just more like contour the shape of your glutes to make them look a little bit more round, a little bit more perky. So it's not super like tight like the way Miracle leggings were, where you could feel the compression and then your butt and your skin being lifted. Not like that at all. It's just more of a nice little contour that makes them look nice and plump and round. And while I do appreciate the adjustable straps, I really wish that they would come up with a bodysuit that had just slightly thicker straps, like Rosa, right? Or like Revolution, you know, they're like a little bit thicker. You can still make those adjustable in my opinion, but just make them a little bit thicker, because I feel like making them thicker is gonna give them a little bit more support. Now, these being thin straps, I do not feel like they're digging in. They have plenty of stretch, so I don't feel like they're like digging in or weighing down, like my boobs are weighing it down or anything. It's actually really comfy. I'm just thinking of all bodies here, but overall, I do like this bodysuit. It's really comfy. This is the hardest bodysuit for me personally to put on out of all the bodysuits, and I think it's because of the mesh, just because it's supposed to be, you know, and also I have to squeeze these 47-inch hips through this little waist tube. So I am like, when I get to here, I'm just like, ugh, ugh. But then once it's on, it's fine. Once it's on, it's like, bish. Yes, okay. Once it's on, it's fine. I don't feel like it's tight. I don't feel like it's like suffocating. I do feel like compression, which I like the compression. It's just putting it on that is a workout in itself. So just a heads up, if you are a little bit bottom heavy like me, I personally, at this time, don't feel that I would have wanted to size up, but I think 2024 Teresa, early 2024 Teresa would have definitely needed the extra large, because just of how shape shifting and this being small is, I do think I would have needed the extra large. But my normal large right now, I love it. It fits great, it looks great, it feels great. So overall, I do like this bodysuit a lot. Next, I have the Poshknit Sports Bra, which I actually really, really, really love. There are a couple of things that I personally would change, but overall, I give this a Dede Top Pick seal of approval. It has a similar silhouette to the collagen bra, but there's a lot of differences, okay? So don't think that it's just collagen bra, because there's a lot, okay? There's a lot of differences. So the main similarity between this and collagen bra is this, like from here to here, okay? It has the same kind of little stitching across, a little curvy one. It's a long line bra, but that's it. From there, it completely changes. And then it's not like collagen at all. First of all, this one seems to come up just a little bit higher. I did compare it with collagen, and I'll put pictures here, but we do get a little bit more top to bottom coverage with this Poshknit one compared to the collagen bra. Additionally, we do get a little bit more side coverage. Now, I still wish it had more. I still wish it had more side coverage, but it definitely has a little bit more than the collagen bra. The next thing that is different is, of course, the fabric. Collagen bra is made out of collagen fabric. Poshknit bra is made out of Poshknit fabric. So that one is more like on the performance side, a little bit more sweat wicking. This one is Poshknit brushed, super soft, similar to Newbury. I know a lot of you still haven't tried Poshknit yet. I mean, we've only had it in one collection so far. This is the second collection that we've had Poshknit in. And to me, when I say it's like butter and Newbury had a baby, I mean that. It's soft, it's brushed, it's stretchy, so comfy. It does have like light to medium support. It's more supportive than butter, but not as supportive as the original Newbury, okay, which they said original Newbury is back. I unfortunately, at the time of this recording, don't have my Legacy or my Rosa. They're being overnighted to me, so I might not be able to throw them into this video, but I'll definitely review them over on my Instagram stories and save it to my highlights. But just to give you a heads up, okay? Yeah, and then the next thing is the back. So as you can see in the pictures here, with the collagen bra, we get more back coverage compared to this one, but this one has adjustable straps. Collagen bra did not have adjustable straps. Collagen bra is more of a racer back, so it's kind of hard to make those kinds of bras adjustable, but this one, because it is crossing straps, they are able to make it adjustable, so you're able to fix it to give yourself that lift and that coverage that you need. One thing that I do want to point out is that the bottom band of this bra does have a seam here. Now, it's not a compressive seam, okay? I don't want you to think it's a compressive seam, because it's not. It's just kind of meant to help keep the long line part of the bra in place, which I think does a really good job. It's not foolproof. I still find mine riding up just a little bit, but at least not as much as others that don't have this seam. Works great in the front, but I've seen some of the athletes mention that they don't like how the seam affects the back of the bra. So I'm gonna turn around. So I have a short torso, right? So mine comes like this, practically almost touches my leggings, right? But some girls who have longer torsos or perhaps carry more weight, and I'm gonna have to manipulate this on mine. So for some girls, it kind of sits more like up here, which then accentuates this. If you have this, which clearly I have it too, but because I have a short torso, mine actually gets covered up and swallowed by the bra. But just a heads up, if that is going to be like an insecurity, or maybe just not even an insecurity, but a part of your body that you don't necessarily want to highlight, totally get it. I don't mind it. I don't mind if, I mean, I posted a reel and you can see it. Like, it kind of rode up and you can see my little back roll. I don't know. I think my little back rolls are cute, okay? And 6 months from now, when I put this bra on and be like, oh my God, my back rolls are gone. I don't know. It'll be a moment to celebrate, okay? Because it'll mean I'm kicking ass and crushing my goals. So I don't know. Personally, I don't feel like it's a deal breaker for me, but I want to make sure that you guys knew that in case it is a deal breaker for you. Next up, I have the Poshknit V-Scrunch legging, which I am obsessed with. I am so obsessed with. This is going to be a theta top pick for me. And I know that I'm in like the 50% of the women who like it. And I totally get that this is not going to be a legging that is for everyone. I get that. There are some leggings that are just like everybody friendly, and then there are some leggings that are not everybody friendly. I get that, okay? But me, I love these. I'm gonna tell you what I love. I'm gonna tell you what some of the other girls have mentioned they don't love, okay? Starting off with the fabric, I am a hoe for Poshknit. Like, I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all that. I'm a hoe for Poshknit. So, Poshknit already, ching! Green flag, okay? Second of all, I do like that they're high rise. They're not ultra high rise, they're high rise. And you guys know, as a short torso girly, I like high rise. Look, I'm wearing high rise with a long line bra and they still connect. So when I wear ultra high rise with a long line bra, they fit more like this, okay? Or like this. So for me, this works. So I like high rise. So Poshknit, high rise, love, okay? Next is their scrunch, okay? They're not aggressive scrunch. When we see aggressive scrunch, we see the little ripples of the scrunch, right? This is that hidden elasticized scrunch. So I'm gonna get in really close so you can see it. So it's this hidden elasticized scrunch seam that's here. So like from the outside, do you see? There's no ripple. It just looks like a seam. But because it is elasticized, you can tuck it into your glutes and give your booty that little pop. I love aggressive scrunch, but I also love an elasticized hidden scrunch. I think there's a time and place for both. And so if aggressive scrunch is a little too aggressive for you, then these kinds of scrunches are like the perfect middle ground. Now, the next part that I personally love is actually the V dip. And I think this is the part where we lose most people is when it comes to that V. I feel like a lot of people feel like I'm gonna be showing booty crack, I'm gonna be showing underwear, I'm gonna be showing, I don't know. I get that, but I like them. I like them. I think they're so flattering on my shape. See, like right here. You guys, my butt crack ends right here. Okay, my butt crack literally ends right here. So I have all of this room right here, from here to here. Like even if I were to bend over, do you see? Even if I squat, which I will like in the video here, okay? I have this much room here before I even show butt crack. So I have zero fear of showing butt crack in these leggings. Now, the first time that I wore these leggings was at one of the shoots for the campaign, and I was wearing seamless underwear. I was wearing a nude seamless thong, but I was wearing the ones that I get from Amazon, which I've posted before on my Instagram stories and saved on my Amazon storefront. I love those thongs for any legging, but because they do sit a little bit higher rise, those did peek out from this underwear or this legging. So when I changed and started wearing instead, because I do have Victoria's Secret ones, so I have like the Victoria's Secret raw cut seamless underwear. Literally, I'm showing it to you right here, okay? Those don't sit as high, so those actually don't peek out. Even if I bend or squat, and again, post a video right there, those stay hidden the whole time. So I think that if you have the right underwear, or I know some people choose not to wear underwear, whatever your preference is, okay? But if you do choose to wear underwear, just play around with your different underwears and see which ones show and which ones don't. Obviously, don't wear high-rise, ultra high-rise underwear with a high-rise legging, because then yes, your underwear will show. But as I just showed you, my Victoria's Secret ones don't show. So just kind of play around with that. Some of the other girls have mentioned that they feel like there's roll or they slide. I personally have not experienced that. And I don't know if it's just because I have a small waist, wide hips, like that hourglass shape. Maybe my hips kind of help hold it in place. I don't know if it's because I'm tucking the seam into my glutes that's holding it in place. I don't know, but I personally don't experience any sliding or rolling. I have worked out 3 times in these leggings. I've done deadlifts, I've done squats, I've done RDLs, I did an upper body day. I don't have any rolling, any sliding, any pinching. So these work really well for my body type. One thing I did, and you can check it out over on my Instagram highlights, is that I lined them up with other leggings just to kind of see where the dip of the V sits in the back in comparison to other leggings. So if we were to compare it with the original Poshknit legging, where the lowest point of the V sits is equivalent to where the B logo is on the Poshknit legging. And then if we did the same thing with Legacy, if we were to line them up at the gusset, then the lowest part of the V lines up above where the tri-seam connects. So maybe that can kind of help, like if you put on your Legacies and you pinpoint where that little area is, that might kind of help you figure out where the lowest part of the V will sit. That and might come for you and be like, oh, okay, yeah, like it's plenty high. I'm not gonna be showing butt crack. Or maybe like, ooh, that's a little too low for my comfort zone. Not gonna try them this time. Up to you. But for me, I love them. I hope they don't change them. I hope they bring them back because I love these. Also, I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but I personally do not get camel toe in these leggings. I know some of the girls have mentioned getting camel toe. One thing you might consider is maybe getting a size up, because what happens if the leggings are too small, right? Like let's say they're like down here and you're constantly trying to pull them up to cover you because they're too small, then you're pulling the fabric into your, so that could also increase camel toe. I'm not saying that's the reason why you get camel toe. I'm just saying it could be a contributing factor, is that perhaps you need a size up, because it also, that logic doesn't translate to other fabrics as well, so just heads up. Or maybe it's because you're trying to, they're high rise and you want ultra high rise, so you're trying to make them ultra high rise, and by default, again, pulling the fabric into your kitty cat. So I don't know, I'm just trying to help you, but kind of figure out how to avoid camel toe, or why you might be getting camel toe. Again, different fabrics, different body compositions, different anatomies do different things. But for me personally, I do not get camel toe in these. I think that if you're in between sizes, you might consider sizing up, just because of the waistband rise, because of the V-dip, and just to avoid any camel toe altogether. Next up, I have the Colorado set. I have all 3 pieces. I'm going to start with these 2 first, and then we'll get into the jacket. So starting with the crop, they changed it from the original release of the Colorado crop back in 2024. So a couple of changes that they did is, number 1 is they removed the hood, which I think 99% of us are 100% okay with that. I think a lot of us were like, the hood is cute, but like, why? So they took off the hood, we're happy with that. And then they changed the shape of the bonding right here. So they did diminish the bonding. I'll put a picture comparison here so you can see how the bonding changed. It's just the shape of it. So in this one is now a little bit smaller. Now, I have seen some mixed reports on Discord about whether this crop got shorter or not. I'm here to tell you, I don't think it got shorter. In fact, science, aka my measuring tape, will tell you that it did not get shorter. It's actually the same length, and both of these are a size large. What changes the shape of the bonding, so I think that kind of gives the illusion of it now being shorter. I think changing the shape of the bonding and taking off the hood kind of gives the illusion that it got shorter, but it didn't, okay? It's still the same length as the other one. I do notice that I do get a little bit more gapping in the bonding part right here. I got it just a teensy tiny bit with the one from, what was it, Boyfriend? I think it was Boyfriend. I only got it just a little bit, and this one I feel like it is a lot more. I don't know if sizing down would have helped this. I do feel like I have room to size down in this one. So maybe if you're in between sizes, go with your smaller size on this one. Again, I'm a 36 double D and I have plenty of room. I have plenty of coverage right here on the sides. You do still get the little clasp right here, so you can unzip if you want to do a titty moment. Personally, I will be wearing it like this. But yeah, this is the color neutral, again, wearing size large. We get a full coverage back. There is an elastic seam right here at the bottom to kind of just hold the crop in place to your body. Overall, I feel like it is a very solid crop top, but just keep in mind this bonding here. So maybe if you're in between sizes, size down, because that might just kind of help eliminate any gapping that you get here. Moving on to the leggings, I am wearing, again, a size large, and I'm wearing the regular length, not the short length. Although I am 5'2", I prefer to wear the regular lengths because since I have such a curvy shape, the width of my body takes up some of the fabric, which then makes them a little bit shorter. So sometimes when I get short, they tend to be a little too short. So I'd rather just get the regular and have them be a teensy bit long than have too short leggings. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So I got the regular, obviously without shoes, they're super long. Once I put on my chunky New Balance, they're fine. I prefer the way they look on me like this, but just for reference, these are the regular length. On the PDF, these are listed as high rise, but to me, they feel like ultra high rise. I feel like these are the highest leggings that we've seen in this collection. So for reference, my belly button is right here. So I have this much room from the top seam well, there's no top seam, but from the top to my belly button, there's a lot of room here. So I feel like, although they say high rise, to me, they're ultra high rise. These are Colorado fabrics, so they are that lightly fleece lined on the inside, which automatically make them a little bit warmer. I like these leggings, but I don't know that I like the color neutral on me. I think I wish I had gotten black instead, because the leggings themselves I like the shape. The flare is fine. It's not like a crazy flare, but it's also not like so narrow that all you see is calf, because sometimes if the flare is too narrow on me, all I get is just straight calf, right? And so I feel like this is like a nice happy medium. They're not as flared as the seamless ones by any means, okay? But yeah, I like these leggings. I like how they feel. I like the warmth. I like the stretch. Light support. I'd say light to medium support at best. I think if you want them to be a little bit tighter and compressive, definitely size down. I do get a little fabric bunching here, but I don't know that I'm ready to size down in these just yet. But again, if you're in between sizes, sizing down might help eliminate any of this. I like the way they look on the booty. It's a solid legging. It's a solid legging. Again, neutral is a beautiful color, but I think I probably would have preferred black. Next, we have the Colorado zip jacket, which actually restocked during Black Friday. So 2 months ago, back in November, and it was updated then. So the original Colorado fleece jacket, the biggest complaint from everyone is that it was tight around the arms. So when they restocked it for Black Friday, they adjusted the arm sizing. It is now much more relaxed. They kind of let it out. It's a little bit wider, so it doesn't feel as like compressed sausage casing, right? So your arm doesn't feel like a sausage just being compressed by sausage casing. So this was way more comfy, but other than that, everything is still the same. So if this is your first look at the Colorado jacket, again, it is lightly fleece lined on the inside. It's not that thick fleece like Plush fleece. It's more like a very light one, but it does a good job at keeping you warm. I like to wear this one when I go outside for walks with Milo. If I'm not wearing a big old hoodie, I'm usually wearing this. I do like that it has a zipper. It does not have a hood. It's just a jacket. Now, the collar of the jacket comes up like this, but you will never catch me wearing it like that because I don't like things on my neck like that. Hold on. But it is not a stiff collar, so you can fold it down and it stays down nice and comfy. Additionally, you do get zippered pockets, one on each side, and then you also get one right here on the sleeve. We do get thumb holes, which I guess I've heard recently that a lot of y'all don't like the thumb holes. I get it. I love a good thumb hole. I don't know, maybe because I have like little hands and little arms. I just like, I don't know, maybe they elongate my arm a little bit more. I like thumb holes, but perhaps my favorite feature of this jacket is the ability to turn it into a little cuff to cover your hand, so that when I'm outside walking with Milo, because I wear a hands-free leash with Milo, okay, when I'm walking, my hands are tucked in and they're cozy and they're warm, so I love it. Or even like from my car to the gym, I like put these little cuffs on and I'm like zooming into the building. So I love these. This is definitely more of a cold weather jacket. I think that if you are in the spring, summer months, maybe like early autumn, you might not want the fleece line, but it's not also overbearingly hot. It's not like suffocating hot. It's just a nice, cozy, warm. But overall, I do love the zip jacket. True to size, I'm wearing a size large, and I'm happy to add to my collection because I already have them in the other 4 colors. It also looks super cute unzipped like this. And then I don't know if this is intentional or not, but this right here, you get inside pockets. Like, it's an actual like fully closed pocket. Let me put my phone in here. Like, it houses my phone. It's not gonna fall out. It's nice and snug in there. So inside pocket as well as the outside pockets. Next, I have the Airbrush set. I am wearing a size large in both, and obviously the color black. Lots of stuff to digest here. So let's start with the bra. We originally had the Impact Bra back in 2022, 21, 22, 22, 21, somewhere around there. Maybe 20, no, it was 22. It It was 22. January 2022 was actually Nancy's collab, the very first Buffbunny collab they ever did. It was with Nancy, the Journey collection, and that's when we had the very first Impact Bra. Now, back then, the performance fabric of choice was Elysium. So therefore, the Impact Bra was Elysium. And then we saw it again return in Black Friday of 2023. And there weren't really any changes. It was literally the exact same thing, just the black cords, everything the same, okay? Now, fast forward to 2025, we get the revamped Impact Bra. So, couple of changes, actually not a couple, lots of changes. Number one is that it is no longer Elysium fabric. It is now airbrush fabric. Now, we have seen airbrush fabric before. We saw it with Genesis. There was an airbrush set. I remember saying that I didn't like that bra because it was too little. The leggings were, they were compressive. I just didn't like the bonding on the waistband. Then in Snack, we saw the laser cut airbrush legging, which was like a revamped lit laser cut, but in airbrush, okay? So if you have the airbrush leggings from Genesis or the lit laser, or maybe I think it's just called laser cut, airbrush laser cut leggings from Snack, then that's what this fabric is, okay? It's compressive, it's sweat wicking, it's meant to be performance. In fact, this whole set falls in the cardio pillar of the 4 pillars for Buffbunny collection, okay? So the bra, again, is now airbrush fabric instead of Elysium fabric. Another thing that they did is they raised the neckline just a little bit. It's not a lot. It's not like super noticeable unless you like literally lay down the 2 bras side by side, but it does come up a little bit higher. 2, 3, I don't know, whatever, moving on. The next thing they changed is the mesh paneling. So the mesh is different now. The other mesh was more like that big hole mesh, like it had the big holes. This is more fine. Okay, so the mesh is different. And then the shape of the mesh panel is also different. The other one was wider, so you definitely got a lot more cleavage, a lot more boobie visions, more boobies coming out. This one is a lot more narrow, so it's more like a hint of boobie cleavage, right? Whereas the other one was like, bam. So I'll put a picture right here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So all of that changed. Additionally, the side, this one has more side coverage going this way, but it's now more narrow coming in this way. So from here, it's almost like the curve bra where it kind of comes in and narrows in right here. I am okay with this narrowing, but I know that some people don't necessarily like it. I think that the narrowing is so close to like your collarbone that it doesn't accentuate as much right here. I know that sometimes when things come in too narrow right here, it can accentuate any like fat you might have here, or if you have larger breasts, maybe you tend to like spill out, like you get some side boob coming out of here. But because this one, the narrowing is more up here, I feel like it still does a really good job at covering the cup. But I do want to make sure that you know that it does narrow in a little bit more compared to the other one, okay? Because this is airbrush fabric, it feels a little bit different. It's still compressive, not like tight compressive, but like supportive compressive. It's still supportive, but this band is so much more comfortable. The band on the other one wasn't uncomfortable. It was the stitching, like the seams on the other one, that was uncomfortable because the fabric itself was fine, but the stitching was tight. Like it's almost like it got stitched, or they were being stitched with string that wasn't as stretchy as the fabric, so it kind of prevented it from stretching more. This one is just way more stretchy, way more comfy, way more just everything. I like this one so much more. Like, I didn't mind the other one. I liked it. I eventually stopped wearing just because we've had so many Buffbunny bras come out since that one came out. But if I had to pick between this one and the other one, I would pick this one 100%. I like that the mesh is more narrow. I like that this band is more comfortable. Overall, I really, really like this bra. And it's actually very supportive. Like, yeah, I can sit here and I can jump. I could do anything. And the girls are going to stay in and they're not going to pop out. And because this panel is so thin, nothing's going to show. It's so cute. Back of the bra is still pretty similar. We have like the overlapping mesh with the bra strap situation going on. It looks really identical. But yeah, I do like this one. I feel like this bra runs pretty true to size. Again, I'm wearing a large, and I think that it feels great. It looks great. It's not digging. It's not pinching anything. So I think it runs pretty true to size. I know some of the athletes who have smaller boobs have expressed having more room like right here. So if you are smaller chested, you might consider sizing down just so that you don't have like extra room here at the top. But if you're BTC, I think you can get your normal size and you'll be just fine. Moving on to the legging. So again, this is the airbrush fabric. Again, the laser cut legging from Snack was also airbrush. So if you got that legging, that's the fabric that we're talking about here, okay? But I feel like this one is just a smidge tighter. I feel like the other one was compressive, and this one's compressive too, right? Because it's meant to be compressive. It's meant to be for cardio and high intensity. You want things that are gonna hold you in, right? I get it. And I think like they do say high rise, but I think they're a little bit more than high rise, probably a little bit higher than high rise. So I do like that because I think there's gonna be a great legging option for when I go running. So I like that, but I feel like these have a finite amount of stretch. If we think about like Butter and Newbury and Poshknit, right? There's a lot of give to those fabrics, to those leggings. But this one, like, although it is stretchy, there's a max. There's a max to what it will stretch, and then it's not gonna stretch anymore. So I think if you're in between sizes, you might consider sizing up in this legging. I think that if you don't like your leggings fitting you tight, you might consider sizing up in these leggings, okay? But again, this is just like, you know, a couple caveats here and there. I like large. I think I wouldn't have minded extra large if I had it. I think it might be just a smidge more comfortable, especially around the hips, because for me, where I feel the most tightness is like right here. This is where they feel the most tight, right? But again, we know that I'm hourglass bottom heavy. So that makes sense why I would feel the tightest part of the legging to be there. Whereas if you have a more slim frame, you might not feel that the way I do. So I think an extra large probably would have been a little bit more comfy around my hips, but then it might have also been a little too loose on my waist, which I don't want to lose the support and compression around my waist, especially if this is supposed to be for cardio or high intensity exercises and movements, right? So it's like a double-edged sword here. So I don't hate them. I actually really do like them, but just keep in mind that these leggings have a very specific purpose and a very specific feel. And if that's not what you need out of your workout clothes, then you might not like them. But if you're a runner, if you're a CrossFitter, if you like to do HIIT, if you sprint, you will probably like these leggings. All right, let's talk tees. I'm starting with the cropped tees. This is the build tee, but there's a build tee and then there's a lift tee. Both of these are cropped options, so I'm gonna put them right there. So depending on what colorway you want, it may say a different word, right? So if you get smoked cherry like me, it's gonna be build. But like, let's say you wanted strawberry milk, then you're gonna get the one that says lifting club, right? Rather than build. So just FYI, because the color and the words do differ, but they fit exactly the same because it's essentially the same tee, just different colors and different words, okay? So I'm wearing the color smoked cherry. I'm wearing the build tee, super cute. Again, size large. I'm wearing size large everything. Literally size large everything, okay? And so this is what it looks like. It's like a cropped boxy tee, but it's really nice and soft. It's very similar to the ones from Black Friday. Do you know how it had like the Buffbunny logo that was embroidered and then it kind of faded out? That's what this material feels like. I sat there and I touched all my Buffbunny tees to see which one it felt closest to, and that's the one that it felt closest to, in my opinion, is the one from Black Friday. Okay, that long sleeve one with the faded gradient Buffbunny. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Okay, again, this is a cropped tee, so it is going to be shorter. For reference, my belly button is down here. Okay. So the crop does not come to my belly button, but it does go over my leggings. So my leggings are up here, okay? It does cover my leggings. Now if I raise my arms, obviously, because it's a crop, it is going to come up and you will see my tummy. You will probably see some of my bra, okay, because it is a crop. But when I have my arms down, it's cute. The sleeves are nice and baggy and cozy. Overall, really, really like these cropped tees. I am excited to buy more colors in these tees because they're super cute, super comfy, and then it eliminates the whole having to like tuck your tee into the back band of your bra. You know, like if you wear the big oversized tees, sometimes girls like will like tuck in their tee. So there are times when I do that too. If I get hot, I'll just start tucking things into my bra. And so if I wear this one, I don't have to worry about it because we get some ventilation. But if that's not your cup of tea, don't worry, because there is also a long sleeve, full length tee version of the same logos and words. So for my long sleeve, I switched the logo. This is the Lifting Club tee in the color Blue Steel. It's the darker of the two blues. Once again, I'm wearing a size large so you can see. So if you want this like normal relaxed look, go with your normal size. If you prefer a much baggier look, then definitely size up or size down. If you want something more fitted, then you size down, right? But normal size, is this it? I'm pulling it down. Obviously, I would never wear it like this, but I know sometimes you guys want to know how long it is, and I want to show you that it is in fact not a cropped tee. It is a full length tee. So this is what it looks like in the back. But the way I like to wear my tees is I just like to let them fall, and then just my hips kind of like hold them at the small of my waist, and then I just cover it up. And good thing about these tees is like if you are prone to camel toe, well, here you go, camel toe covered. Now let's say you don't want a graphic tee. Let's say you want a tee, but you don't want a graphic tee. Well, fear not, because you have the Drape long sleeve tee, which is actually a different fabric. So all of those were 100% cotton tees. This is cotton, spandex, and modal fabric. So it's a lot more drapey. It's thinner. It's cooler. It's more performance-y. Like it definitely feels like a sports shirt, like kind of shirt you'd wear to the gym, right? So again, if you don't want that logo graphic stuff, you can get a plain one. They only come in two colors. They only come in steel blue, which is what I'm wearing, and white. Now the white one, let me backtrack. Steel blue, I feel, is not see-through. The white one, because this is such a thinner fabric, you will see the shadow of whatever color bra you're wearing underneath, right? So if you're wearing a bright red or a bright pink bra under the white tee, you will see a slight shadow. To me, this fabric kind of reminds me a lot of the rainforest crop. I feel like the rainforest crop was still just a little bit more silky than this one, but similar feeling, similar feel, similar drapiness as the rainforest crop. So super cute. I love. Again, I'm wearing a size large, which is my normal size. If you want something more fitted, size down. If you want it bigger, size up. But in your normal size, it should look something like this. Okay, let's talk plush fleece. I am obsessed. I know when I did my unboxing, I said, I don't know where it falls in the spectrum of all the different sweats that Buffbunny has to offer. But now that I've worn it, oh, hi Milo. Now that I've worn it for over a week, I can confidently say that plush fleece is my number one. It is my favorite out of all of them. Threads would have to be second, and Cloud is gonna be dead last. Well, actually, no, I think Luxe is gonna be dead last. I like Cloud more than Luxe. Plush fleece, the fabric, is going to be the thickest one we've seen yet. It is the warmest one we've seen yet. In fact, it is very, very fleecy. Okay, it's fleecy, like you can see the fleece. Not like Colorado where like it's like a light fleece. This is fleece. Like you can see it, you can feel it, you can touch it. Hi Milo, I can't hold you right now, sweet nugget. So it is going to be the warmest, it is going to be the thickest. It also just feels really luxurious. Like it feels nice, like it feels not cheap, you know? It feels like this is going to be an expensive warm fabric. So at the time that I'm recording this video, they have not released pricing yet. I don't remember what the pricing was when I was at the boutique. Sorry, I should have paid attention. But yeah, I think that this one is going to definitely be worth the price. Now let's talk sizing. All of my threads and my cloud, my hoodies that I have are all extra large or 2X, because at that time when I bought them, I wanted them to be oversized because I would just wear normal leggings and then a giant hoodie on top, right? But for this one, I opted to just get my normal size. So I'm wearing a normal size large hoodie. Again, that's my normal size. And I'm gonna zip it up so you can see. It is a full length hoodie. So it does completely cover, my waist is here, guys. My waist is right here, okay? We got lots of coverage, like lots of coverage. Oop. Sorry for all the noise for the microphone hitting. But anyway, it is pretty long. The only thing that I have to compare are my threads zip hoodies, and all of my threads zip hoodies, like I said, are extra large or even 2X, so they feel much longer. I don't know what a true large in threads would look like compared to this one, but I have a feeling that these are maybe just a smidge shorter than the threads ones. I'm assuming. Don't shoot me, don't shoot the messenger, because I don't have one to compare, okay? But I don't want you to think it's cropped, because it's not cropped at all. Like I said, it is still full length. My camera keeps overheating, but I was going to say this is a boxy fit, so it's not like a fitted, not like the Colorado jacket, okay, where it's fitted. It's boxy, it's wide. Like I could zip it up and stick Milo in here and still have plenty of room. So you don't need to size up if you want more room this way. But again, sizing up, I don't feel like it's gonna give you that much of a difference when it comes to length. It's already a full length zip up plush fleece hoodie. Super cozy, super cute, plenty of arm sleeve. I have T-Rex arms. That's where my hand ends. I have that much room left. So if you have long arms, long limbs, you beautiful gazelle, I'm jealous. You'll have plenty of arm room in the sleeves. This is the Plush Fleece Bralette, and she is perfect. The Luxe bra could have used a little bit more room right here. The Cloud bra, I hate it. I've told y'all before, I do not like the Cloud bra. I hate it. It digs in funny. It does not cover me well. Not a fan, not a fan. But this one, 10 out of 10. 10 out of freaking 10. First of all, it's very soft. Second of all, it has stretch because, like I said before, Plush fleece is stretchy, okay? It is stretchy. So this one has plenty of stretch, it's comfy, get plenty of coverage. Although it is a cute little scoop, it's not like I'm not popping out of anywhere. And the straps are adjustable, so you can totally adjust it and give yourself a little bit more of a lift or whatever you need. I think it's pretty true to size. I think that if you want something a little bit snugger, because since it is stretchy, you can totally size down and it might give you a little bit more of a, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I feel like it's pretty true to size. I personally would not size up in this because then I would have too much room right here for me, for my body type. So I'm happy with my current size, of my normal size. I'd be interested to see a size smaller just to see how it would fit, but this is a nice fit. It does not have padding. It is fleece on the inside, obviously, so it's nice and soft, but there's no padding here, okay? And I have the Plush Fleece Jogger. Once again, my normal size large. As you can see, it is pretty roomy. I have plenty of room and stretch here. I can bring them all the way up. I can kind of like let them be more relaxed. If I was wearing leggings underneath, they would be popping out, kind of like when I was wearing the straight legs. So overall, super cute. The straight leg plush fleece comes in 3 different inseams: long, short, or short, regular, tall. These only come in that one universal 30-inch inseam, okay? So if you're a shorty like me, you will get a little bit of fabric bunching at the ankle part of the joggers. I don't mind it. I think it looks kind of cute. I think it's kind of like what's on trend right now is to be wearing like oversized baggy sweats, and since they are joggers and they have the elastic around the ankle, they're not dragging on the floor. Okay, now if you were to size up because you want an even more baggy look, just remember that that elastic will then be really loose around your ankle, and then they'll probably just hit the floor. So I'm happy with my size. If you don't want the baggy look, you can totally size down. I know some people don't like the baggy look. They want to feel more tapered, more fitted, so you can totally size down. I think you can size down maybe twice. Like you can definitely size down once, okay? But if you really wanted to, I think you have plenty of room to size down twice if you really wanted to. I like the baggy look, so I'm going to be keeping the baggy look. I think it looks super cute, especially once I throw on the hoodie and I have the whole matching set. I wore it to my well woman exam last week, and the nurses all told me they loved my outfit, okay? So that's a win in my book. Anything plush fleece, including the bralette, is going to be a dead top pick for me because I just love this fabric and the fit and the coziness that much. Next, I have the plush fleece quarter zip pullover in a size large, and she is just so perfect. This is the color oat milk, and I am obsessed with oat milk. Look, I liked Stardust. Stardust was good. It worked well with my skin tone. Then we had Bone, and then I realized that I liked Bone more than Stardust, and then I was all about Bone. And then Oat Milk came out, and I said, Oat Milk's queen. Oat Milk is queen. I love Oat Milk. She's so pretty. I think it just complements my skin so well. And anyone that I've seen wear Oat Milk, it just looks so good. Even like on Heidi. You know, obviously Heidi and I are very different skin complexions, but it even looks so good on her. Even with her blonde hair, it looks great with my dark hair. Like, it just looks so good. I love this color. I cannot wait to buy the matching joggers for this so I can wear the whole set. I'll probably buy the matching bra too, because one, it's a dead top pick, and two, just because I love the look, I love the coziness. It's just I'm obsessed. But back to the quarter zip itself. Once again, plenty of arm sleeve, okay? Arm sleeve room. It is a boxy sleeve, as you can see, and I want to make sure that you guys understand that this is a full length quarter zip. This is not a crop, okay? With threads, we had a quarter zip crop, and I'll put a picture right here so you can see that threads was crop. Threads, you raise your hands, your boobies popped out, okay? So I always told everyone, if you're gonna wear the threads quarter zip, you better be wearing a bra underneath, because if you raise your arms, you're gonna be tiddling everywhere, okay? But with this one, you're good. You're good. I'm raising my arms. Do you see? Let me raise both. She's full length. She's full length, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. Obviously, if you want it to be bigger, roomier, then you feel free to size up as much as you want. But I like my normal size large. We get the quarter zipper, obviously. And I like that the collar on this one is not stiff, okay? It's like, if you want to wear it down, you put it down and it stays down. You want to wear it up, it stays up. Like, it is such a good fabric, you guys. I love this, okay? One thing that I forgot to mention with the hoodie, but that also applies to this one, because they're so roomy, they obviously have like big pockets, right? But sometimes when you have big pockets, and like, let's say you stick your phone or something in there, the pocket is so big that it tends to fall out, right? So they remedied that by including little mesh pockets inside of the big pocket. So you can like stick your stuff in the mesh pocket inside of the pocket and not worry about it falling out. I thought that was genius. I don't think I've ever seen a hoodie or anything that has a mesh pocket inside of the big pocket. So I love that they thought of that. But yeah, overall, so good. Dead top pick. I know I've already said it, but just in case you missed it, dead top freaking pick. And because my camera keeps overheating, it didn't save the clip where I reviewed these straight leg sweats, so I'm gonna kind of go over them again. So I think that the bottoms for this launch, like the plush fleece bottoms, are the widest, like the baggiest, oversized bottoms we've seen across the different sweat bottoms, right? That being said, I still like this size. If you want to size down to get that, achieve that more tapered look, you go ahead. But I like my normal size. They still stay up. They're not so big. Now, I would caution against sizing up too much. I know some girlies like to size up to kind of get that super baggy, like grungy look, which is totally a vibe. But I would not size up more than once. I tried extra large on at the shoot, and it was not a vibe. Like, it was not a cute oversized look for me, okay? I looked like I did not know how to dress myself. So they were just too big. They wouldn't stay on my waist. They would fall, and then they would kind of like bunch up around my hips, and it was just not a cute look. But my normal size, and I still have plenty of room, and if I wear leggings underneath, I can kind of tug them down a little bit to achieve that baggy look. So cute. Now, these do come in 3 different inseams, the short, regular, and tall. I'm wearing the regular, kind of like I told you with the flares. Although I am 5'2", and technically I could wear the short, I prefer to wear the regular length in most of my pieces because I am curvier and because my hips and my thighs take up some of that fabric, which then naturally makes the hem rise. I hope you guys can't hear Milo. He's barking his head off outside. But it naturally makes the inseam rise for me so they don't feel as long. And then when I put my sneakers on, they're perfect. They're perfect. Now, someone did ask me if I prefer the joggers or the straight leg, and I don't have a preference. I love both of them so much, but, okay, the day that I was gonna go get my pap smear, I was like, I'm gonna wear my plush fleece. I literally sat and looked at the rack and I was like, do I want to wear the straight leg or do I want to wear the jogger? And the reason I chose the jogger is because it was raining outside and I knew that my sweatpants wouldn't be touching the ground. Whereas if I wore my straight leg, right, they're gonna be touching the ground. By the time I made it inside the doctor's office, I would be drenched at the hems. So I opted for the jogger. So I don't know, maybe the weather or the activities you'll be doing might help you decide whether to get the jogger or the straight leg. But aside from that, I love both. I think they both fit so well. And I know I've said it before, but like, they're a top freaking pick, man. Both the joggers and the straight legs have pockets. They don't have mesh pockets inside these. Okay? Only the hoodie and the pullover have the mesh pocket inside the pocket. These are just normal pockets. And one thing that I am so happy about is that they don't have a zipper, because you guys know that the Cloud has a zipper. Luxe had a zipper. I think Threads was the first time that they took the zipper away, and then these also don't have a zipper. Like, I didn't care for the zipper. Like, it was nice, but also didn't like, it wasn't like a need. And then sometimes I realized that depending on what kind of material the zipper was, sometimes like it would like poke. You know, like when if you like accidentally rub your hand on it. So I have since realized that I am team no zipper on pant pockets. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to see. There are a couple of accessories with this launch. We have the dad hat, we have the scrunchies, we have the leg warmers, we have the socks, and we have the breakthrough belt bag, all of which I reviewed, well, except for the leg warmers. I didn't get the leg warmers. I live in Texas. I didn't see a need for leg warmers, and I personally wouldn't wear leg warmers. They're just not my style. So I don't have those to review, but I'm sure a lot of the other girls do. But I reviewed everything else before. Scrunchies, love, super stretchy, super cute. Socks, love, obsessed, love a good scrunch. They're not tight around the ankles. They're super stretchy. Again, love. Dad hats, just your typical cute little dad hat. What else is there? The belt bag I reviewed also several times. So yeah, it's very comparable to the Lululemon one at a fraction of the cost. Still has all the pockets inside and everything. So love all of those pieces. There are some pieces that I don't have yet, like the Revolution Tank, the Rosa Bra, the Legacy Leggings. All of those are restock pieces in New Breed fabric. They should be to me by the end of the week. So if you are interested in those, make sure you check out my Instagram because I will be reviewing those on Instagram and saving them to my highlights. All right, I need to get to editing this video for you guys, so I'm gonna end the review here. Don't forget about the giveaway. If you know, you know. There's also a giveaway over on my Instagram. There's always giveaways on my Discord. And then there's the monthly giveaway. So tons of opportunities for you to earn some bunny money for this launch. As always, you can use code Teresa to save 10% and to support me with your purchase. All of this launches on January 18th at 1 p.m. Central. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.